All right, so let's talk about this press conference that has everyone talking, because this is more than just a simple celebrity apology. This is a moment that feels like a culmination of so many shifting pressures within the Japanese entertainment industry. The image you're seeing right now of Kokubun Taichi bowing deeply in a stark room filled with reporters is one of those defining images that will be attached to his career forever. To really understand the weight of this moment, we have to understand who Kokubun Taichi is. He isn't just any actor or singer, he's a member of Tokio, a group that debuted under the Johnny and Associates agency, a pillar of the Japanese idol world for decades. Tokio has built a reputation over years as the reliable, the stable, the dependable group, less about flashy idol fantasy and more about being genuine television personalities and musicians. So for a member of this particular group to be at the center of a scandal involving indecent acts against staff members, it immediately carries a different kind of gravity. It feels like a betrayal of that very specific trust they had built with the public. Now, the specifics of the incident as reported state that this happened during a questioning session at Nippon Television. The details are still somewhat shrouded in the typical vague language of these disclosures, but it's alleged that he engaged in what's being translated as indecent acts against two female staff members. This is the crucial part. It didn't happen at a bar or a private party. It happened within the professional context of a major television network, a workplace, which immediately frames this not just as a personal moral failing, but as a serious issue of professional misconduct and power dynamics. So, he calls this press conference, and the entire setup is designed to convey the maximum level of contrition. There's no smiling, no attempts to deflect. You see him walk in with his lawyer. His posture is slumped. His voice is low and strained. From the very beginning, he is reading from a prepared statement, but the delivery is what matters. He doesn't just say he's sorry, he explicitly states his actions were unforgivable. He uses the word shizai, which is that deep, profound apology reserved for the most serious of transgressions. He admits to causing trouble and discomfort to the two women and to everyone at Nippon Television. And you can see him grappling with the reality of his actions. He mentions how he has been reflecting deeply on his behavior and how he can't forgive himself for betraying the trust of his fans and colleagues. What's fascinating and also a bit unsettling to watch is the palpable sense of an ending. He doesn't just apologize for the act itself, he effectively announces the end of his career as he knows it. He states that he will be leaving the group, Tokio, and that he will essentially be stepping away from the entertainment industry indefinitely. This isn't a "we'll wait for things to blow over" strategy. This is a full surrender. It's a recognition that the social and professional contract he had with the public has been irrevocably broken. And we have to place this within the larger context of Johnny and Associates. The agency has been undergoing its own immense public crisis over its historical handling of sexual abuse cases involving its founder. This has created an environment of zero tolerance, where the agency cannot afford to be seen as lenient or protecting its talents in cases of misconduct. The shadow of that legacy is hanging over this entire press conference. It forces a response that is swift and severe. There's no room for ambiguity here. The agency had to be seen taking definitive action. Furthermore, this incident touches a nerve in the broader conversation about workplace culture in Japan. The power imbalance between a famous talent and a staff member is significant, and this case puts a spotlight on what kind of behavior is deemed acceptable behind the scenes. It raises uncomfortable questions about the environment within these high-pressure television productions. So, when we look at this press conference, we are not just looking at a man apologizing for a mistake. We are looking at a perfect storm of personal failure, corporate reckoning, and societal shift. The apology itself, while seemingly sincere, is also a necessary performance in a system that demands a very specific kind of public atonement for any chance of eventual redemption. Though, in this case, redemption seems a long way off. The career is over, the reputation is shattered, and the name Kokubun Taichi will now forever be associated with this scandal and this press conference. A stark reminder of how quickly a legacy can unravel.